This first one's going to seem a little political, but it's not what you think. Legalization of marijuana, abortion, gun control, gay marriage. There's plenty of others, but those are really the big four. Do you need these people to make decisions for you? Because I don't. I mean, we live in the age of technology where everybody has a cell phone, a computer, or some way to access the internet. You're telling me the government can't set up a website to actually let the people vote? I mean, we have flying cars already. You're telling me we can have that before we can have a website that lets people say yes or no? I'm not talking about a poll, I'm talking about a legitimate decision-making vote. But no, instead we have state reps. Each state rep is supposed to represent the best interests of 67,000 people. Really? How could one person possibly represent the best interests of 67,000 people? Even more ridiculous than that, we have 535 congressmen that are supposed to represent the best interests of 350 million people. Are you kidding me? It's the most absurd thing I've ever heard. You think they have your best interest in mind? Ask one of them how they feel about you getting a say in things. They'll find any reason to tell you it's a bad idea. They'll tell you the American people aren't educated enough to make these decisions. Really? Ask them how many of them have nothing more than a high school diploma. The only person that has your best interest in mind is you. The only person that can represent that best interest is you. When they sit down to vote, who do you think they're thinking about? You or the person that's funding their campaign? Then they give them this prestigious name of elected official, as if their opinion is somehow more important or more valid than ours. We have no choice but to elect one of you. It's not that we want you. Nobody cares what 500 people being bought by major corporations thinks. I care what 350 million Americans think. And then when it comes to why nothing ever gets done, all they do is blame the other party. So just leave it to us. It's exactly why George Washington, in his farewell address, begged the people not to affiliate with these parties, because he knew that if these parties rose to power, the voice of the people would be lost. And that's exactly what happened. These parties are nothing but a means to keep the nation divided, and as long as the nation stays divided, the people will never be powerful enough to threaten the government into action. You think they care about you yelling and screaming outside their offices with your picket signs and your peaceful protests? People need to die if you want people to take notice. I hate to say it. Their plan to keep you divided has worked so well, I mean, people can't even talk politics anymore, and that's exactly what they want. They've turned you so far against each other that people literally hate each other. Democrats hate Republicans. Republicans hate Democrats. And meanwhile, they just sit in their seat of power and laugh at you, and they laugh their way to the bank. I mean, you think you have a say in the presidential election? What do you think the Electoral College is there for? They let you vote to make you think you're making a difference, to keep you blinded from the fact that you really have a say in nothing. But imagine if you did have a say. Imagine if 350 million of us actually had a say in what affects 350 million of us. There wouldn't be any corruption anymore. There'd be nobody to pay off because we'd be the ones making the decisions. This system of government may have worked over 200 years ago, but we live in a much different time now. It doesn't work anymore. They had no choice but to have people represent them. We live in 2014. We can very well have every single person represent themselves. Congress, House of Representatives, the Senate, their only responsibility should be construct a bill, present it to the people for us to vote on, and then put into action whatever we decide. That's how you take the power away from politicians, that's how you stop corruption, and that's how you fix Washington. You give the power to the people. It's the only solution. If you agree, share this message.